but VP looked pretty good in game number 1. I think they can find a way to make this work.
Prepare for battle.
Will.
I think VP.
Okay. VP from both?
Yeah.
Interesting. VP from both. An agreement between Cap and Blitz. Who would have thought? Let's head back to your commentary team for game number 2 and see whether VirtusPro can wrap things up for a place in the semi-finals.
Thank you very much, Paul, and indeed, I'm ODPixel, joined once again by the fabulous Cinderin as we get ourselves stuck in. Game 2, VirtusPro, Team Liquid. The panel's thoughts, a lot of things to talk about this game, Cinch. This early phase Broodmother pick, but then VP's, I gotta say, pretty nice reaction to it. Alk and Legion, that's a Broodmother's nightmare in terms of spider babies dying.
Yeah, I'm really excited to watch this game because this was something I was thinking about myself, if it's like technically possible. We know that Broodmother is a great pick on the 16, like the last pick of the second phase, but what if it's the last pick of the first phase and you ban heroes that are good against Brood then already? If you're planning to play it mid and we see the impact that Brood has generally, is it too early or can it work? So I'm curious to see how this game goes for Liquid. I feel like it might have been too early now that I see the full drafts. Like when they pick the Legion pick from VP is really clever because it's a hero that so we're actually gonna see.
It's not looking that clever at the moment, Sin. Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. Liquid with that smoke, getting themselves the first bird, and no one else's hands other than the beautiful PA. Miracle grabs the goal, grabs the mount.
But to finish off my trail, I thought the Legion Commander is a great pick because it's also played by no one in mid, so Liquid might have expected that was a mid pick against Brood, and then they didn't think about the Alk, or they weren't scared of the Alk, one of those two. This results in the following laning, where Alchemist is mid against Brood. It's a pretty standard matchup this patch. A lot of teams have done this before. Have the safe lane Legion Commander and dodging with the Weavers. Bane is looking for the Courier's Knife once again. This time the Courier isn't used though, he's pretty much wasting his time. And finally Enchantress here. And this time it's a little on Enchantress.
It is.
So they swapped it up.
Switching up the players. Yeah, Basher did have a great game last on it. We'll see if Lil can keep up to a similar standards, and knowing himself and the way he's played it in the past, I certainly expect quite a game. And of course that last pick as well, that's something. But Miracle on the PA.
Yeah.
Now I can't help but feel this is definitely a hero that Miracle's like, I want to play. So is there some reason why this hero actually works here? Because there's so many cases where PA, it just doesn't work out in games.
There's a couple of primary benefits. The hero is really good at killing Enchantress because of the 130 attack speed you get from Phantom Strike. Offset's untouchable. It's a hero that can, at the point it was picked, Alchemist was not picked. So they saw the other 4 heroes. It's a hero that can kill Weaver in the Silence of Earth Spirit and in the stun. They want some sort of single target burst so that they can get this Weaver under control and bring it down. Because currently the rest of their heroes are not that like burst heavy in terms of damage output. A bit more sustained, both the Brood and the Venomancer course. Bottom lane.
Coming into mind control, have 3 of them diving through. Kuro.
He's dead.
It's going to team me, but he's only level 1. 2 turnarounds there for Liquid. They do claim the life of the Enchantress, but lose the Veno in trade. Solar Ramsey's actually still going for it. Kuro does hit level 2, but he's out of mana, out of luck. Lil claims the double kill from the grave as he was still down. They're also able to sort of force GH back. GH had to be careful. Ramsey's still confident to play around this lane with Solo. VP amping up the pressure down bottom and causing Liquid to play around him. Solo, does he want to go for the bounty? He'll let it be. Doesn't want to get too greedy.
What have we here?
Yeah, very aggressive on that bottom lane. Overall, he does sort of pay off. Kill that Venom.
The one thing... Oh, wait a second. GH. So, the one thing that is similar between this game and the previous one is that once again Liquid have pretty bad heroes against Enchantress in lane. They have bad supports. Winter Wyvern and Earth Spirit are not very good at dealing with Enchantress. They don't have any control of the creeps. They don't have a good way of killing it. So they have to compensate with Force, which is probably part of the reason they picked this PA. It's just, they need to be careful not to just lose complete grip on these lanes. This bottom tower has the potential of falling very early to this Enchantress rotation with the Weaver. He's not having a good time at all. Currently 6 CS to the 19 of Weaver. He can spam all the plagues he wants, but don't seem to care very much.
Definitely the lane that Liquid are going to have to sack a bit in the grand scheme of things. Mid lane, CS, looking pretty hot for both of them. 25 on no one, 22 from the man. punches. Full back up, but it's just sort of trying to bait no one into a position. Well, now GH can have a bit of a crack onto it.
Well, some spider deaths. 3 CS. That's about 100 extra gold.
It is a lot. One of the reasons why we see a lot of teams ban out that outfit.
That is an unexpected kill. I was not thinking.
Pre-level 6 as well. Doesn't need no crits, doesn't need no RNG, all skill there for Miracle.
So, part of the reason Alchemist is good against Brood Mid is obviously the temptation of being able to kill all the spiderlings and get a lot of gold, but they also lose their phasing movement when they take damage. So you put an acid spray on top of yourself when you get ganked, and all the spiders lose that mobility that they usually have. You can't really surround, can't really mess with you nearly as much. And then, obviously, that secondary benefit of farming is pretty nice. Mind control,
he's having
TP.
such a nasty time down here. Ramsey's just putting on the pressure.
He's fine.
He's fine in terms that he's not dying, but in terms of what he's getting out of the lane, it's a bit of a different story.
GH finds some friends.
What lane? We'll find Pasha, but again, it's these sort of trades going on. Off lane for off lane. Mind control, actually juking it out there, hiding in the trees. They are going to have to hunt for him a little bit. He's making them chase for it, but still get the job done. Click lane mind controls line. Both offlaners sort of just tanking the ganks at the moment. Each team makes rotations to enable their position ones.
This is going to be a really fat out this game, I think. It's got to be something for Liquid to be concerned about. That might be why they're focusing so much on Miracle's lane, is that that's their winning condition. They know their Brood is going to get farmed. It's a mid Brood that's playing as a hero that sure can farm against Brood, but can't really stop Brood from farming either, so they're just trading. But then the PA has to be a secondary hero that can deal with Alchemists.
They have to send the TP down bottom this time, Mike. Very low. Time on this. Rain a bit. Good CS as well. 39. Now we can just soak up some of the this mid lane out indeed, as you say. Put him a man, utilising those camps as ancient. Can. So minimalise the gold
armlet.
I mean, it
6
seems...
minutes 4 seconds? That's gotta be...
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's a record, but that's like
It's
95th
it's gotta be
percentile.
close. I mean, it really has.
Really
I mean, do we know how many spiders we killed? We got that sound. Can we see how many spiders?
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Check it out, Sin. See how much money you got for the spiders. 'Cause it felt like quite a bit. You certainly got a few of them in this thing.
See if I know how to do this.
Come on, Sin.
You killed 9 spiders for 172 gold.
But then you
There
factor
you
in the Grievel's Greed, and then that's obviously a lot more. Do the maths, Sin.
By the enemy team, why isn't it showing Alchemist? Oh, it does.
What?
There. I just can't read it. The information's there. There's a little Alchemist face. You see it?
Yeah, underneath, yeah.
Yeah.
But so it's 172, but then you add Grievel's Greed. That's a decent amount of money. 9 spiders. Or is that including Grievel's?
That is probably
No,
not.
it's not. Yeah, it's not
That's
including Grievel's. No, that's not.
their base value.
Yeah, that's the base value. So
Yeah, that's true. So probably like a 350 extra or something like that.
yeah, that's some gold.
Yeah. So currently 1k gold lead minute 7. It's pretty standard when you have an Alchemist farming well. So the main point of attention for both teams is still what we do about PA. I think VirtusPro will be... This Alchemist will be very difficult to kill when he gets his first armor item, but his build-up is more than likely...
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Armlet
attack.
into Radiance into either Shiva's first or the Manta. Kuroki! Oh! Fine. Just barely.
Just. May... We'll see how...
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But you're still feeling it, right? You're feeling how Liquid are struggling in this bottom lane. They're being dove between their towers minute 7. The support, Wyvern just cannot deal with Enchantress at all.
But it is, as you said, it's all about this top lane. That's
Dire's top
Shut
tower
up
is
the game.
fallen.
Yeah.
If you asked me before the game if I thought this was going to be the first tower to fall, I would have said definitely the Enchantress would be taking the first tower in this game. But consistent pressure top.
I mean, we're talking about good item timings. This is an 8-minute Desolator on your Brood.
JJ missed the kill.
Alright, that's it. I'm making a Reddit thread.
Yep,
This
done.
is absolutely appalling.
I'm done. You can solo cast now. Bounty room. Alright, I'm back.
That was a shorter time.
Yeah.
This shall make my life easier.
I was hoping to at least, get a little bit of a chuckle from JJ in my ears, but no. He's very serious about missing his kills. He's feeling guilty right now please tweet it
Yeah, look,
and
here we
make
go.
him feel better about himself.
Top net worth
Top record.
in 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
Yeah. No surprise there. It's really. I mean, it's crazy. We're 3-9 minutes and we're seeing heroes reaching
It's
100.
like they can see the stats.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, he has crazy farm in this Alchemist, and we're talking about it a lot, but I have this saying, like, when Alchemist is in the game, he is the centerpiece of the game for both teams. That's just GH failing a little bit there,
Very often. Pasha
but
easily walks that off.
don't think that's a kill regardless.
Radiant's top tower
This is a
is
level
under
7
attack.
Legion, and Pasha
Radiant structures
been doing
are fortified.
pretty well for himself. Definitely one of the differences look between those two offlanes. Level 8 on Pasha, level 6 on Mind Control. Definitely seeing sort of the effects that VP were able to pull off on this bottom lane, spraying those two 2s and 3s. Pasha now getting this middle lane soldering out as well, so he'll be able to keep the nukes high, consistently put the pressure on. There we have. I mean,
Thanks.
that pays off the soul ring. Man.
That's just that.
Dire's bottom
Thanks,
tower
Matumba.
is under attack.
Yeah. I mean, you've got to be careful on it. Every little bit like that, it adds up and creates such a difference.
It does.
But it's, you know, it's not that he's playing, it's just so hard for him to play as well. I mean, they sort of open themselves up to this, as we say. They pick the brood early. This sort of stuff's going to happen.
Gold for me.
But VP are loving it.
It's still worth keeping in mind that this first phase Brood has 110 CS minute 10, so...
Sure. I
they
mean,
got a
he's
good
still
hero
playing
match.
fast. He's playing absolutely fabulous. He's
It's getting great farm regardless, but the core
Dire's
matchups
bottom
later are
tower
way less
is under
Brood favored than they
attack.
could be, and this Alchemist last game so far is starting to really look ahead. And the Veno, it's very rare that we see a Veno this like he's actually straight. Roll in from GH.
Speedy Pasha.
Dire's middle
The
tower
Miracle,
is under
It
attack.
is on solo the DD.
It could be a
Dire's
game that turns into the
structures are
Miracle.
fortified.
He's been absolutely set up for it. He's 4-0-0. Over the fade. I mean, does he actually finish off the Vlad players here? He's got the rest of it queued up. I don't know if he maybe just did that because he wanted to buy the lifesteal. Do you actually finish the Vlads now on PA Shot?
Dire's middle
he
tower
like to do
is
that,
under
Miracle?
attack.
Armor aura is really good this game.
Radiant's top tower is
There's a
under
lot of
attack.
physical damage on the Dire side.
Yeah.
Actually, kind of 4 heroes. Not 3. Let's not count it.
He's just going for Lil. Oh, some slow-mo anime shit. Oh, when he does it.
Dagger
Dire's middle tower is
Dagger
under
no care.
attack.
You don't need attack speed for Dagger or something. Yes, the tower as
Dire's
well.
middle
I mean,
tower
this is
has fallen.
Miracle's just bam, bam, bam. Objective to kill. He's getting it all. Does finish off the Vlads.
And this is a 1k lead with a 10k gold Alchemist minute 11.
So what does that tell you?
So that tells me that the rest of Liquid is doing extremely well, and this Alchemist has all the weight on his shoulders right now for VP. Weaver can definitely start catching up to this PA. Weaver still has a tower to claim in the bottom lane.
Radiant's bottom tower
Arguably
is
has
under
faster
attack.
wave clear,
Dire
higher mobility
are
than PA
scanning.
for farming, and since Miracle is not going for farming build like Battle Fury, I do think Weaver can...
Radiant's bottom
that's
tower
an old
has
build.
fallen.
There's the Vlads. Vlad or, you know, Maelstrom or something, but this is one of the big benefits of mid-Brood.
Liquid do this every game of the Brood as soon as they can.
Oh,
10 to
man.
12 minutes. Just to manage to get the smash out from the low ground. Miracle's going to close the gap, pick up another kill. GH will be protected. Stop.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Show
attack.
continues. Miracle's got a haste ring. I mean, he's not done. He's trying to make the most out of this, seeing if he can catch anyone else out. We'll get the vision onto Pasha. Pasha's already out. Pasha just too beefy. Towers from his PA.
Very
Dire's
see
top
what no one
tower
buys
is
after this
under
travels.
attack.
It's like, I think that it's small between Manta and Shiva, but they have really big...
Where's the crit? Oh, the duel comes out. Cold Embrace will be there, buying time for Miracle. Nightmare to make sure they don't get the reverse dual kill, but they'll still get the kill nonetheless. Miracle jumps in, takes down Solo as well, and he may not be done. He's looking towards Lil, jumps forward, looking for the crit. Boulder smash is there. Where's the crit? He doesn't even need it. The Magnetize ticks him down, and they get themselves another. And is he done now? I think he's done now, Miracle. He'll slow down no one with the dagger. Does have to run away. Ramses is there, ready to chase. Can Miracle get himself out of this? He's put the TP back into his inventory. It's now ready to go, but he's not quite got the mana. Looks like the Dukes will be successful. Heads towards the north. Mind Control comes in from the bottom, draws away the attention. Mind Control should pay with his life. Rain is there, option to connect. Cold Embrace for Kuro buys him some time. Flash is there, no alive. Does get out. Well, I think as you say, definitely the fact that it is just a 1K with the outliner shows good things for Liquid. Matuma Man, of course, Masker Man is Deso. 1700 gold on top of it. He's still in a fantastic position on the team.
I like Liquid. I like Liquid's determination in that play. Like they very quickly went in mid. They realized Alchemist wasn't there with Acid Spray to defend, and they just started diving heroes. But they get punished on the way out of there. And I want to point out how low level these supports are. 14, level 5. Solo just got 6. Just got 6.
They do lose Kuro, but Matuma Man needs to go for this. The dagger from Miracle, but he gets the kill as well. He's got a double Miracle. Oh, they've got to run. This PA, he's getting some fantastic crits there. Last fight as well did secure the dual win for Matumba, so he's sitting on the +10. Miracle's not done. Just heading up. They have the control. Getting a little too greedy here. The Acid Spray's taking it out. You got to get out. He's got the jump. He can get over the tree line back to safety. Good blink.
Yeah,
Will survive.
That's called the good friend Earth Spirit right there, saving him from a completely reckless dive. Has to pay with his life, but I think Mind Control.
Mind Control, he's had a few this could be another. Down low, the buff to now to speed him up for the chase now. Onto Mind Control. Oh, cold embrace. It's going to be enough. No, it's not. Damage too much. The rest of the time, VP. And then going to deliver to
team up there. That is a big mistake.
That's a report.
That is such a big mistake. It's a bit reminiscent of the out-of-position plays he had with Tiny in Game 1. Like, just over-aggressive, running up that high ground without vision, getting caught out like that. That hurts, because sure, he survives, but they lose Aegis.
I mean,
they
that's
lose
what matters.
2 other cores.
He survives.
Yeah, okay.
He's fine. No, he's like, team, what are you doing? Why are you feeding?
Yeah.
I've got 0 deaths.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, surely that would be the line of argumentation in the pub. Why are you guys even there? You know? Let's disregard the fact that I blink striked on one of you to stay alive. They actually lost 3 heroes, I forgot. GH also went in and died. Oh, Ramses will probably claim this kill.
I mean, this is, I really like what Ramses is doing here as well. You know, with this build, just straight up, no boost, no nothing, diffuser play, and as soon as he gets it, already down to 2 charges. That just goes to show how active he's being.
Yep.
Immediately as he gets it online,
Radiant's
it's just
top
such a
tower
huge.
is under attack.
I mean, on any hero, when you get the
Radiant
diffuser blade at a good time, you
structures
get the
are
power spike. But of course, on
This
Weaver,
will do
with the Geminate, it's an incredible spike of power. And he can just do so much against these weaker heroes of Liquid. You know, we know that the Spider and the PA is in a good position, but the other 3 heroes suffered in the laning stage, and this Weaver's ready to punish them.
Question is when he's going to need to buy the diffuser. He might have to buy it a little bit earlier than he wants it. There's the Manta build up for Elk, so he will go Manta first, and then
Yeah, that's definitely the way to go.
might get Shiva before Octarine if he feels the necessity to get that armor, but it's not a requirement. And now finally, Kuro got his 6, he's got nothing. So this game, I have a feeling that in this tournament there was the lowest overall support levels at 10. I think not a single support was level 6, even with the tomes. Like Ench was level 5, Solo was level 5 with the Bane, was a level 4 Wyvern, I think, and a 5 Earth Spirit at that time. All supports were making these rotations that they play somewhat.
They've got the sentry now. They've got eyes onto Mind Control. He's going to go down yet again. 1 for 30 seconds. VP, can they chase for more? GH, he'll be fine. But Timmerman just keeping himself hidden. Out of range of that sentry. Dropped down by VP.
And the reason I'm talking a lot about these support levels is that it's really important for the outcome of this game. It's the reason that VPs, especially Alchemist, feels almost immortal. Is that the potential damage from the 2 supports on Liquid being unable to hit level 6 just lowers their damage output by so much. Like the Wyvern without Curse, the Earth Spirit without Magnetize until very late into the game has made no one's game so smooth. And the only thing it cost VP was that they were trading a little bit of experience away on their Enchantress and a little bit on their Bane. But I feel like those heroes have come back way nicer, especially Bane in this game. Feels like it's had much higher impact than the Wyvern so far in its ability to set up these kills and protect Alchemist. So, I feel like for Liquid now, it's hard to make very successful moves until you get the next Aegis, and they have to make that one count. I don't think VP are going to let them get it for free again. Testing this time.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Lane is going to be totally controlled by Liquid. They know that once they're out,
Radiant's
they
bottom
just look
tower
for the
has
trades.
fallen.
Mid lane is where they'll look to go. All 5 of them ready to kick things off. Ramsey,
Dire's middle tower
no, he's
is under
around.
attack.
Still very slippery for the lineup of need GH to find that opening onto him. He does get the dust, silence as well. Miracle's got to get the damage out before the silence squares up, and it's there. The crit comes through. Not a moment too soon as well. Just in time to finish off the kill. They'll take down Ramses. VP still have no one putting a bit of pressure onto the high ground on that bottom lane, but Liquid will ignore it for now. Claim the tier 2 tower as well.
Middle tower has fallen.
Liquid, they are getting these objectives. They're playing around this out, but it certainly does. It feels like they're playing on this timer. No one is in a beautiful place. It's only going to get better for the Alchemist as the game goes on. Liquid need to keep this pressure up.
Good Octarine. Shiva/AC. So going the completely default route. I was just curious if he was going to differ from that route because of the 2 physical damage dealers, but still feels confident that he can stay alive. They have that medallion to protect him with, defensive nightmare, press the attack. Tools for no one to stay alive. Great position here, Solo.
To go for the squish, he jumps onto Solo. Stepping a step too far.
Yeah, they can't do anything here right now. This is Liquid playing good zone control. The way for VP to get out of this deadlock is that Alchemist needs to have ulti, and they need to smoke, and they run Alchemist in front. And then if they are in right position with other heroes, the Winter's Curse is not going to mess him up, and then they can always just press the attack out of whatever comes his way. And then Mantle. Liquid are smoked themselves, looking in the dire direction. Finding anything though. Well, Alchemist is showing something. Well,
I mean, he's big, but I don't know if he's big enough to survive the sort of attempt from 5 heroes.
Absolutely not.
He's got to get out.
And he's a good read on this.
He really does. And he can push out these lanes so safe.
It's a soul booster. Confident purchase. He does not have buyback right now.
This has got to be. This is very good. 20k net worth, 20 minutes in. Sure, I mean, out. You know, a good game. We expect to see him at the top, but this is really shooting for the stars.
He's about 1,000 GPM minute 20.
Yeah, that
is extremely high. But the thing is, it's actually necessary. That's how well Liquid have played with their Brute and PA. And this is the breaking point, I think. If Liquid manage to get racks with this Aegis and Cheese or get a really big team fight and force buybacks, they're in a great position. I think Alton is going to reach a really dangerous point. Courier snipe here by Lil. Not sure how he knew that was coming. I don't have any vision there.
Just wandering around that area, maybe looking.
He may have seen it earlier. I didn't notice. He saw a really great
KB.
Yep. It's tricky, right? Because you're like, BKB has value, but at the same time it's also a bad item in this game. You're playing BKB into Fiend Script, you're playing BKB into Duel, you're playing BKB into Impetus, into Swarm. It's like, it counters so little, but at least it counters...
Is it actually necessary?
It counters some spell damage, and it counters Radiance. So it's either that or KB. Like, he wants to make sure he can hit his attacks. And it also counters Untouchable, so that's a side benefit. I don't know, though.
Would you rather... No, it definitely seems to be sort of on the edge,
I just think it's hard. I think it's hard to itemize.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
First phase brooded, so you
Radiant
expect
structures are fortified.
You are going to have to think of sort of the brain big easy GG hero that we see most of the time. Again,
that's a sentry. Let's go.
Radiant's bottom tower
and Alchemist
is
did
under
finish his
attack.
Octarine. Nice attempt there from BP, pre-jump. Dusts.
Jump to man and GH trying to go. The illusion's going to first we jump tight. Punches there onto Miracle on the front line. Bursted out, he's gone. The PA's out of it. Solo gets the grip off in time. They'll take the edges out of the hands of man. They're not done yet. Tools out from Pasha. Catches out GH. Liquid, they've lost 2. Maybe even more. Mind control out of mana to Diffusal Blade. Whittles is down from Ramses, and Ramses already looking for the next target. Man's down a second time in this fight. Aegis out of his hands. His heart ripped out as well. BP fine 4. Ramses, he wants to find the full team right here. He's got his eyes on Kuroki. He's got himself a touch man. Taunts himself in front of the face of the Wyvern. BP find the 5th kill, and Liquid get team wipe.
And this is again a bit similar to the first game. They seem to lose their focus for a moment. They're not in a good position together. Kuro isn't there on the Wyvern. I don't know if they felt forced for Kuro to be in the bottom half of the map to either push out a wave or something. They didn't see exactly what he was doing. But he was really far away from his team. And Miracle just way overconfident, jumping. He got blown up.
Radiant's
Like,
bottom
he
tower is
cannot
under
play
attack.
like that.
Not with this that's a build. I mean, obviously it's a fun build to play when you're the one getting the jump, but if you get jumped on one concoction as we saw, and the PA's dead.
Yep. He needs BKB. Badly. And he's still gonna have the same problem that we just talked about with Brood.
Is under
But
attack.
you need to block the concoction, I guess.
Sure.
Like it's just hard, right? Because you don't really want to buy this item, but it feels like you have to.
I mean, would you not even be more tempted to buy like a Lincoln Sphere over the beat this game if you
You can buy Lincolns, then you can get Enfeeble Gripped, or I mean, it gives you that extra.
Sure.
It gives you that extra play. It's true, but now there's also a Halberd on Legion, so he can also break Lincoln.
Oh, that's the problem. Oh, they're actually getting the dust out. GH just giving the system middle and finding Solo actually gets the nightmare, still goes down,
Great
so he gets the
curse.
kill. Curse indeed, causing Pasha to beat into Ramsey, but Ramsey's had the BKB in the timelapse. He's fine, turns towards Kuro. Kuro's out. Pasha will be punished. Matumba chases him down. No one is well being forced out beside the fight by Miracle. GH does find the silence onto this Weaver. Can Ramsey's get away? He's got another Sakuchi. Again, sort of the lack of lockdown really that Liquid have, meaning that Ramsey's gets a rather free escape, but VP do lose 3. That was the sort of jump that Liquid need to be making.
Very quick move, and Alchemist wasn't there. I think, right? He didn't
He was
travel
sort
away.
of on the wrong side of it. I think we saw.
I think he was top. He didn't travel top when the fight started, right? Like, there's no way he does that. Or?
I don't know. Well, they were sort of keeping him split out as well, because I think Miracle was sort of edging towards him as well, making it very hard for him to get anywhere close to being involved. I think just overall the position no one knows what he couldn't do.
And a big difference in this fight compared to the last one. That he just got blown up this time. Last time he got a clutch burst when he was at like 15% HP, but this time they had Wyvern as part of the move. Wyvern got the curse off, so he got like a long duration stun on the Weaver and the Legion combined, and that just allowed them to get this easy fight.
I mean, it's the strength of Liquid's lineup in that build. You know, having those 2 offensive items all
With a good position here.
still onto mind control. Be a little careful how they actually go for this here. They could do have the Shrine at the ready as well. Rose braces up. GH rolls forward, gets himself to the Shrine, keeping himself alive for a little bit, but he still goes down to the injuries. The lost side on return. No one picking up the concoction, and now Asher will find the jewel. Takes Kuro. Moving forward now onto Miracle. He's trying to jump forward and fight. Gets shoved in as well. He's just trying to get out of there, but he can't. He has no defensive items. He looks to jump back in, but the concoction's out. Somehow he gets the crit. I believe it was the dagger thrown out just in time to take down Pasha.
Wait.
But he's gone.
Wait, guys, wait. Stop the dagger attack. But that's still good enough for VirtusPro.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. We get 4 heroes.
It's gonna be a tier 2 at the
Radiant's
very
middle
least.
tower is
50
under
seconds, no
attack.
PA. I mean, Miracle does not have buyback, so VP.
And Curse
They
was
could go high
expended.
ground.
Curse was used, and they know that. It's a very, very clear,
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
very obvious spell usage.
Radiant's
So
bottom barracks are under
they will
attack.
continue down here. Solo with the DD rune will probably get 2-shot here.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
has
that was.
fallen.
That's funny. He's happy.
Radiant's middle tower is under
At the same
attack.
time, like Matoma could have defended it all, but now they have position on him. They have the purge. BKB just comes off cooldown. He will be fine.
Who's the action on top? Who's he giving the action to, Sim? I think you give it to the
Let's go. Give it to Wyvern so he can keep using the burn on all game. Let's go. That's true. He's actually on the other team. That's,
on the other
that's a fair
what?
point. He should give it to Weaver.
Stop revealing the new patch. You can now give axe to opponents.
What new patch? What does it patch?
Imagine that. You give axe to the enemy OD and you win the game.
We'll take that.
Did he give it away yet?
He did. Who did he give it to? The end? No, he gave it to the Weaver.
That's exactly what I thought he would do. So I think Weaver Axe is one of the best Axe in the whole game, but it's just a bad item for the hero.
That's a big claim.
But the Axe itself is so ridiculous with Alchemist because now Alchemist can frontline and he has 2 lives. The Weaver can just save him from high range. And the reason you don't see it on Weaver very much is that if Weaver is played as a position 1 or 2, you want to have scaling items, but on a position 3 Weaver, you actually see it as a core item a lot of the time.
You've got to remember as well that the cooldown is 16 seconds.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
you
ridiculous.
say he's got an extra life. He's got infinite life.
It's extremely good.
16-second cooldown. Woo.
Look at the positioning now. Right?
Zero mat. Does it cost you any mat?
You don't have a creep with it. Oh, now you just, but it's like, what do you do here as Radiant? Just, what's your suggestion for this attack onto VP?
attempt to this. I mean, they're bringing him low. Bang! There's the time lapse. Second life comes in. Winter's Curse is down to Ramses, but it doesn't matter. They do lose the 2 squishiers. As Miracle gets the jump on him, they do actually have the stun onto no one. He's falling low, and in fact, he's falling down. Liquid they're holding.
Okay, that's what you... I did not see that coming. I really didn't think that fight was going to go again.
Again, it's...
They waited for Chemical Rage to end, and I think the problem is that he doesn't respect that when Chemical Rage is over, he's not strong enough. But if they have Weaver Axe and the Chemical Rage running, Alk can't die, and they just need to still respect the common thing with Alk. When your Chemical Rage is running out, you back out, you wait for the cooldown, and you go again. And Liquid found the perfect moment of opportunity, so...
It's every time, you know, Solo, he has to be so careful. Miracle, he lands 1 crit and the Bane's gone, you know?
Yeah, it's very hard.
Liquid do have the potential to immediately delete backline team fights. It's incredibly hard, and of course Solo is... He's a poor lad, he's not got a lot of movement. The Glimmer Cape's not going to be there. There's no sort of defensive way he can play around this dagger flying at him. He can obviously look to Nightmare himself, but a lot of times he's trying to Nightmare to save his teammates or set up for the side.
Dire are scanning.
But it is spooky, it is scary. They do have a 13k gold lead, but that does not mean the game is over for Liquid at all.
It's not over. That fight was really important. That Liquid got multiple core kills, including the Alk. That's one of the tricky things about that hero is like just 1 or 2 deaths. The amount of net worth that you have it's such a high value kill for the Liquid heroes. And as a result of that kill, they almost have this MKB now on the Brood.
Yep.
Or actually has it if he wants to buy it. The Wyvern just got a medallion. 30 minutes in, he's had a rough game. That was PH BKB reveal as well, that fight, right? They were not ready for that either.
Yeah, they weren't.
I don't think they knew that. That obviously changes the dynamic of the fight a lot, because the previous fights, VP have just concoction destroyed that. Yeah, it was not an option this time. This is big moments. Liquid are not in the best position. I'm gonna see it now. Okay,
can they get it? They cannot get it, but
Spiders and Aegis.
Yes, better.
Nice defense.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But now the problem comes. We saw Liquid hold a defense, but that was when VP didn't have
Radiant's
it. Now
top
they have
shrine
it.
is under
Can they
attack.
actually hold against this sort of pressure from VP?
Actually, think about this for a second. They have Weaver Axe, and they still put the Aegis on the Alchemist. They're respecting this a lot. It's their CJ. There's a lot of room for error here.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
He hasn't failed it. Good man dodges. He's been practicing his
They're trying to delete Lil. They're not going to be able to do it straight away, but Superman will find the kill onto Basha. Ripped Broom there, has the MKB of course now on the Broomola, so a lot of right click. V-script down to Miracle, but he had the BKB off in time. Johnson, a couple of crits to take down Solo. Has room for no one. Has to back away those Lils, forcing him out with the impetus. With no BKB, Miracle doesn't really want to fight. Has to be very careful. Winter's Curse holds this Alchemist in place for some time. For the crit, Miracle doesn't find it, but Matumaman gets the mini bash with the AKB, takes down Pasha GH with the boulder smash onto 2. Liquid looking to clean up on this defense here. Hold that high ground. No one. Can he finish off Miracle? Miracle still alive. The timing forced away. Miracle will be fine for now. Thinking about going back in again. The Gale used to zone no one and keep him held back from the rest of Liquid. Matumaman wants to go back in, but there's another concoction coming through. Miracle jumps again the back onto Ramsey. Ramsey is gone. Concoction hits himself. Doesn't manage to dodge it this time. Was still unavailable. The Aegis is gone. Liquid are ready to kill him a second time. He has Concoction, chucks it out. Miracle stunned up for some time, but again forced away. Will be fine. No one. Tries to see out. The MKB mini bash comes through. No one's gone, and Liquid, they are holding, and VP are throwing a lot away.
I can't believe how fast that Legion died. It looked like he got 3-shot by... Was it only the Brood or was it also the PA? But they just immediately jumped in and took Pasha out of the fight very quickly.
I think it was mainly the Brood on that Pasha.
Yeah, he has the MKB, so he can't
MKB.
miss a second. That is a problem VirtusPro have right now. They can't hit this PA. They don't have a Silver Edge, they don't have MKBs. Legion Commander is queuing up some Ghost Hunters. That is a really big problem for them. Actually, VirtusPro cannot kill the PA and BKB anymore. And even outside of the BKB, you saw the Alchemist try so hard, but struggling to bring him down. They might have to dedicate a slot to MKB. Or, once again, get a Silver Edge. They have itemized against this
He's queuing up the BKB, but I don't know how much that's actually going to help him in these sorts of situations.
Now he definitely needs to get it. If Brood also gets... Oh, you said BK.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know how much
Dyer's
that helps.
structures are fortified.
That dagger crits. It's like... Alright, so that is a tower.
Smoke.
Dyer's middle tower has fallen.
Liquid doing a very good job of controlling
Dyer's
this
top
game and
shrine is
absolutely
under
turning
attack.
it on its head. We have to take some shrines now. I mean, VP, they want to fight this. They come forward.
Liquid are reading it.
Haste!
Get into a more favorable position on their side of the hill. Now Solo scouting it out. They're actually scared. That's cool.
Jump. They can look down onto mind control. Can they keep him alive? Yeah, they just found him. Trimmer man manning up onto Patch. Patch is gone. Miracle just jumps in the back line, takes down Solo. No one goes to mind control. Holding Grace there for Kuro, keeping mind control alive. But Trimmer man falls low. But look at the life steal from this ultimate. Allows him to get some damage out. He still falls. No one's taken down though. VP, they've lost 3. Miracle's still alive. Jumping forward. Lil goes for the TP out. Oh, the crit not quite enough. Lil will get away. Ramses,
Radiant's
the
middle
retreat
tower
a little
is
too
under
hard for them
attack.
to chase down. They'll try for it though. Looking for him, they do scan. It isn't going to catch him. Ramses will be able to keep himself away. Oh, actually might find the courier. I'll take that. Alright, there we go. She's going to die for this. As well, the bash.
Abyssal! No crit yet! Oh, he got a bash again.
I mean, this is what the third defense we've seen here from Liquid, and it's so many lives of VP getting thrown away. And now at only a 4K, 3K gold lead, in fact, for VP. That's not great. This is an Alchemist lineup. You do not want to be this little ahead, and we'll see it again here. No one just gets absolutely controlled, and as you say, the PA is such a huge issue now.
And they missed, they cleared, wait. Okay.
19K healing.
12K on PA as well. 12K PA. That's crazy. So Alchemist, it changed his build-up for another axe, it looks like. I don't know who he wants to... If they feel like giving an axe to the Ench or the Legion now is going to be a big difference maker, I think they need MKB or Silver. I'll say it again, like they're just not killing the heroes.
Dyer's top
But they're going for the MKB on Ramses.
The problem might still be that even when they get that, the Cold Embrace is a big problem now, actually.
It is. Kuro's pulled some really nice ones off.
The Cold Embrace buys so much time because at this point VP's lineup, like 90% of their damage is physical. So this is when Wyvern can really shine. And the moment somebody gets dueled, he just Cold Embraces and it's offset completely. That might be the reason they want to get an axe if it is for the Legion, so that the Legion can duel in isolation. We'll see. Oh man, Solo has fallen off in this game. He's level 12 minute 37. That's really rough. Oh, he's under a
Crits at 1400 now.
I'm wondering if there's a different approach for VP now, where they don't take a fight head-on, but they try to split push and down waves and then see if they can backdoor, or not fully backdoor, but get the Weaver into the Radiant base while the Radiant are pushing. So Weaver just goes for racks, and they defend with Alchemist, and the backup of the Legion. He should be okay for quite a while. With Chemical Rage running and with Press the Attack, they don't need the Weaver ulti right away.
Okay.
Looks
Dyer's
like the approach is they're going to do it with the
bottom
Alchemist
shrine is under
instead.
attack.
They're going to go and hit the
Radiant's
range
middle
mid.
barracks are under attack.
To make some slow progress here.
Well, it's from Miracle. Need to be prepared for these sort of split push plays. I know the VP are going to change their games.
It's 20 and 2, by the way. Oh, cancel the TP.
A golden thread. We'll take that.
He actually has to go or actually, he's got a bit to go.
I mean, it was 61 spiders killed by the Alchemist. Now, if you do the maths, that is a lot of creepers.
That's 61 spiders.
Yeah. And there's that axe. And you say this is...
Aye.
Gone to the Legion.
It did.
It did.
So, okay. So let's just make sure, because I think this has had like 2 versions of it, the Legion Axe. I want to make sure we're in agreement with how it works.
Yeah,
the duel is longer,
yeah.
and the person you duel only takes damage from you, and you only take damage from them, right? But both of you can still be disabled.
Yes.
makes Legion spell immune, but not the other guy.
It also gives Legion the BKB.
So Legion gets a pseudo BKB.
Yes.
Radiant's
Okay,
bottom
what was the
shrine
duration
is
again
under
there?
attack.
8 seconds. 8 seconds.
8-second lockdown.
8-second lockdown. But that is if you survive from whoever you're dueling. Yeah, I mean, but who do you look to duel?
May I recommend not dueling PA? Thank you very much.
Will he duel PA?
I think he should duel the Wyvern.
Like,
If he
Kuro
can.
is doing a lot of really irritating
Dueling
stuff.
Wyvern, dueling
Radiant's
Venno, or
top
dueling
shrine
the...
is under
Caught out alone.
He did. Again.
Radiant's top shrine
Down for
has
45.
fallen.
Miracle already in position to take
Dire's
this tier 1.
structures are
One, yeah.
fortified.
This has been such a weird
Dire's
game.
bottom
Yes, and
shrine
you just got one Liquid just forced into this position in the mid lane, which they've been
Dire's
absolutely
bottom
fine with.
tower has fallen.
Because they've got so much out of the
Dire's
last few
bottom
advances
shrine
that
is
VP have
under
tried to
attack.
make.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
Double damage could give a play to
Dire's
VP here. If
bottom
they get that
tower
double
is under
damage
attack.
on the Weaver, might be able to find a key pick or two. I think that's the key right now for VirtusPro, is for
Dire's
Weaver to get in
bottom
on the
tower
backline and
has
find
fallen.
Kuro as fast as
A
possible.
lot of this is
Radiant's
on
bottom
round.
He's close to be
shrine is under
25,
attack.
he's close to the KB.
They're trying to give him the tome
Dire's
as well.
bottom
He double
shrine
rune.
has fallen.
Nice pick up.
Triples.
And there's the time. So that is that going to give him? MKB God, as you say, it's
Oh, Matumba's showing. Matumba's showing.
MKB. It's just getting out of there. GH as well. They don't want to fight.
This should be my
escape.
lucky scene.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
Now we're down to 1k.
Ramsey's actually with that tone is pretty much there to 25. Very, very close now. Look at that swing around. That's exactly, as soon as those pushes down mid came through, that's when it took the turn.
That's a stereotypical Alp is a free game and then loses 2 fights. Pretty much. And now it's tricky. I still feel like even with an even goal distribution, like with a 0 lead, the Alchemist team can win this game.
Sure, absolutely. They're not out of this game.
Because Weaver can kill the support so fast. But that's, I think at this point, it's really down to
Dire's
Ramsey
top
to find the right
tower is
entry
under
into the
attack.
fight. Killing the Earth Spirit or the Wyvern right away and then playing around that.
Dire's top
Now
tower
that the
has
BKBs
fallen.
of the Radiant are dropping lower as well, that starts becoming significant. Gives Bane a better chance of getting like a Nightmare off. Gives them a chance of using concoctions as well. But it's still a 7-second one from PA. It's pretty crazy to think about that he's only used that 3 times since he picked it up ages ago.
It's a great effect each time they spot it.
Exactly, it's just been a couple of really key
Radiant's
fights for
bottom
Liquid. They
shrine
haven't
is
really
under
like
attack.
wasted it on skirmishes or got caught out.
Radiant's bottom shrine
Always
has
pistol
fallen.
if they get a crit here. Press the attack. Out of there.
And of course, at this stage of the game, a lot of it, as it always is with a PA, there's a great amount that's down to the RNG. You know, even if it just means getting that crit on that support, meaning taking down in a couple of hits less, so it takes
middle
less
tower
time
is
for
under
Miracle
attack.
to prioritize the backline, as it makes all the difference in these fights. We'll see how lucky Miracle's going to down in so far. It's pretty good, as you pointed out. 20 kills, 2 deaths.
They're taking the rush. This is probably the game-deciding moment. If either team gets a really good fight here, they're massively close to ending the game. Oh, he got double damage?
Yeah, he's got DD.
Oh, they're actually just not even going to be in time then. Swarm comes in, it's too late.
Shine has fallen to the Radiant.
That is Aegis instead of Diffusal.
The wages
And
of
he
fear.
got the cheese. Went on the Brood, I think. In the backpack. And he's going to replace his Master Madness with that. So losing a bit of damage output for the guaranteed self-heal.
I think you're fine with that.
Yeah, it's... they can technically put it on the Venno as well, but I don't think they get enough value out of that. Like, Mind Control understands that his role in this game is to go in, pop ulti, cast Gale, and hope he dies.
Yeah, and he's pretty beefy. You know,
It's
with
actually
the
good if
Solar
they go
Crest
on
and the
him,
Shiva's
probably.
Guard, he's gonna get his spells out.
Yeah, he's gonna die now. Oh, maybe not. Oh, never mind. Posh is completely alone. I thought they'd back him since he's in that position, but nobody helping out.
Oh, and this is great as well for like they've got the upgraded bots on Miracle, so they could start to use Matumba Man,
Yeah.
you know, to set up things himself from Embers. But Solar, bless him, he's had a lot of deaths, and it's the levels, as you pointed out earlier, that's still holding him back. I mean, level 13 here, 43 minutes in.
It's just very unforgiving being Bane in this situation. The hero doesn't farm very well. It can't really wave clear. It's a very momentum-based hero that wants to dominate lanes in the start and then get carried by the team later on. And he did a really good job once again. I think his Bane in the early game of this game and the previous game was great.
Yeah,
He's doing a good job. It's just like, at this point, you're at the mercy of your team. If you can get up one good grip, that is your contribution to a team fight. Oh, speaking of which, could happen.
Oh, he's gonna have Miracle coming in to help him though. GH there as well. There's the upgraded bots, bringing Miracle straight in. Cuts drops down solo, gets the Abyssal drop down onto the core, and that's going to be the Ramses Weaver down as well. That pickup of the upgraded bots changing everything there, as VP didn't expect that at all. I mean, they did not expect that.
And it looked like for a moment they could be able to burst the Brood if they get the grip there and Alchemist gets in and gets some swings off. But this is like one of those tricky situations where they can backfire that you have an Axe and Legion as well. He doesn't
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Didn't have any
want to
oxygen.
He has the grip, the concoction comes in, but he doesn't have the silence from GH that stopped the grip. The moment that happens.
On the mid lane, and we've seen this all before though. From VP. And actually a buyback from Ramsey. He's having to come back in to defend that bottom lane. No one, as we see in this mid lane, is all alone. He is tanky, but he's not tanky enough to deal with these sort of crits coming through from Miracle. No one. He's doing his best to buy time, but it's not going to be that much. In the end of the day, he does go down. To my man eyeing up solo. Ward gone.
He got pinged, I think.
He came down from the cliff momentarily.
Solo? Yeah. Have they had a gem all game on the Dia? Oh, that is a very bold play by Matumba Man. He's bringing in Miracle.
They don't have to use and yeah, Miracle is going to start diving people, that's for sure. Buyback comes out from no one, they'll turn towards Miracle, it will be a big kill. He's using the remainder of his BKB to run out of there, but Matumba Man will pay with his life. And that's Miracle making that call. It's going, Matu. Going, Matu. I'm going to kill them all. And then Matu's like, look what you've done.
I wonder who made that call.
How could you do this?
Who would have called that?
Gratitude.
I mean, Miracle says it's worth it. He got another kill to his tally.
They got a buyback from Alchemist, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, was it 2 buybacks? They didn't buyback the Weaver, right?
They did, yeah, Ramses bought back, but he didn't buy back for that. He bought back when no one was still dying mix. He had to defend bottom lane. But he has
not in that fight.
No, but he has just recently bought back.
This means that 1 core kill from Liquid is pretty much game. If they get one of these 2 down, there's no way they can win 4 and 5 in this game. So they got to be really careful with how they move now.
Yep.
Make sure they find the right fight. Is that another Axe in the making?
Another Aghanim. So I guess this time, well, you're giving it to the enchant. Oh, you don't give it to Solo, do you? Those brain saps, babe.
Yeah.
The BKB.
It's good when you get to cast spells once in a while, but he's not really having that great of a time with it. So.
I mean, it's good.
It's garbage on those.
Don't underestimate the ban.
I underestimated very much.
1.5 seconds. Oh, did he give it to him? No. Who's he giving it to?
Okay, I'll be honest with you. I think Alchemist uses it on himself before he gives it to Bane.
He gave it because he has indeed given it to him.
He should use it on himself before giving it to Bane. I think it's better. Like, I'm not even kidding.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not even
We'll probably get to see at this pace.
He gets the stats. It's pretty significant, you know. It's like what is it? 350 health. 375.
That much? Oh, I guess with the point which
gives 10 all attributes and 175 health. So that's 375 health. And it's just at this point, this game is beyond playable for Solo. You know, like what's he supposed to do? You give him an axe and still gets one.
I mean,
what does it do?
Dude, you're gonna double his network.
Haste. You're gonna triple it.
Triples. Actually, you're gonna triple his network. Come on, mate.
I don't know if this is the approach they should be taking though with the itemization. Like, isn't this the point where you replace your armlet and you get another item? Like, do not just get the MKB and commit. And you're like, okay, I'm gonna be less tanky, but I have to hit that. It's just like, why didn't this happen 10 minutes ago? They've had the same problem for like 15, 20 minutes now.
I think given out the Ags, prioritizing that for Lil, that is getting damage that you need.
They can't hit either. They can't hit the PA. It doesn't matter. Can't hit.
Yeah, well, it gives you the increased attack range. So now he's got a better chance.
I'm not going to argue that Ags on Edge is bad. It's really good, but it doesn't solve the problem. Maybe if Lil gets an MKB himself, then we can get interesting. This game is still winnable for both teams, absolutely. But VP definitely have their backs against the wall, and Miracle's hungry now. 2 runes.
Invis in a haste. Wants to do something here, but how confident he's going to feel. VP are already backing up. They go straight back up to the high. Interesting to note as well, 48 minutes in, he's only actually charged it. Well, that's another.
Yeah, that's true.
So that
nobody really got a ghost step from the Dire. It hasn't been.
I mean, Pasha queued some up, but he didn't go for it.
He changed his mind.
Yeah.
Quake Halberd. That's
Radiant's
one way to go.
middle tower
Should have
is
dueled
under
him,
attack.
given the sort of respect damage.
I'm sure his team would love that.
Dire are
So
scanning.
GH is sitting with this gem. The VP side currently have 1 ward out, and there's 3 on the Radiant. Okay, 4 actually.
Kroki
5.
Did you see what Kroki's got? He's got Bloodthorn. Why?
Okay,
I mean, that's GG.
that's the first, I think.
I think I've seen it before, but he's got a Solar Crest, Bloodthorn, and a Winter's Curse. That kills a lot of the heroes on VP.
It's a very good way for him to just select a target. It's like he makes the call, this is your guy.
Yeah.
You're gonna Bloodthorn this guy and you kill him. It's a secondary way for him to deal with Grip in case that happens. It's a way for him to prevent the Weaver from using time-lapse when BKB is out. Gives them some nice utility, but that is a really peculiar build though. Very unusual.
I mean, I think it's great for a game that's gone sort of 50 minutes where... I mean, it's on paper, Bloodthorn. It's a 10k gold lead for the team that does not have the Alchemist. We're seeing Miracle overtaking No One's Out in terms of farm. Miracle is here. This game. He's having quite a time. 21 to 40 on PA.
Yeah. He has been playing a phenomenal game of PA, and if he didn't, they wouldn't have won it. This game required a stellar performance from Miracle. He's delivering under pressure.
Sometimes at the cost of his teammates' lives, but...
Yeah, it's not been the perfect game, but it's been really good. Really, really good.
What's going on?
Miracle?
Hello? Can we get someone sent to lick? Is he alright? Miracle! I mean, he's back now.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Looking at his team.
Yes.
So Legion just respawned again. I mean, the progression of Legion's items is so slowed down. This is such a late AC, and you gotta wonder, when you're playing against a PA like this, not have got a blade mail this game and just tried for it? At this point, do you not
I've got it, for the Legion, I think not getting a blade mail is nearly inexcusable. I think you have to.
After he got Ags, I think there's no way back. Then you can't get blade mail anymore, because nobody else can deal damage to PA during the duel. PA will win. PA will kill you. She's strong. She has more health, she has lifesteal.
No,
So,
wait, she doesn't have more. You have more health. If you blade mail, you're going to win the duel.
she has a lot of lifesteal.
That is
Pretty
That
sure.
is true.
I'm pretty sure. She's still going to get low, though. There's no
and she's got the flash. Yeah, okay.
I mean, I'm actually not sure what happens, but I feel like, you just gotta try.
You're gonna bring the PA low.
Yeah, exactly. Like, even if you die, you gotta try it, right? Like, at this point, just YOLO blade mail and go for that PA. I feel like that's what you gotta do now. They got the duel on Kuro. That's gonna be a kill.
Is it?
It's a long duel.
I don't.
Still going. Yeah. Come on, man.
And he's got the flash pays with his life.
Instantly gets 2 shots.
What, 2,400 damage crit?
Another double damage. It's nice to have 2 runes when you're ahead, you know?
Wait, how many double damages has this guy done? There's got to be. He's getting them in good success.
To be fair, there's a high chance now that there's 2 runes.
Sure.
There's the grip. Did not get cancelled, actually.
No one's trying to come forward here. Have to be careful of the damage output from Miracle. Bugs are out as well. BKB is out. Miracle jumps forward. They immediately take down Little. Will get the kill. They'll turn back towards Miracle. The BKB wears off. Coaching time for no one. Miracle getting brought down low, but he's fine, yes. GH turns him into a statue. Allows Miracle to jump out of the fight. Miracle will survive for now. Miracle may even want to go back in. We'll see what he does. Mind control. He's being left to get low. Miracle still eyeing up potential. Looks for solo. Doesn't get the crit. No one puts the mantle. Looking to dodge the spells of GH, but the portal smash still connects. But Timmerman will clean up solo. Down towards no one. Now GH actually rolling forward. They're really trying to go in onto this Alchemist. He does force the buyback from that passion. He does indeed. But Timmerman ready to rip into him. There's the mini time lapse from Ramsey to buy no one some time. The PA just fought for the disarm. Comes through for the Heaven's Halberd. Miracle is going to take a Gagotcha to the face as well. The stone comes through. VP, they get Miracle. Miracle's down. Did cost them the buyback on Pasha, but they shut down that big hero of the PA. Do manage to, they themselves this time put a stop. The push at least down the bottom. Meanwhile, up top, the creeps end up finishing VP's melee racks. So still overall not a great trade, but they actually managed to kill that PA.
And when you're this late into the game, they should be able to force buybacks the other way. They have 70 seconds. They just need to get this mid lane out.
Yeah.
No one is currently pushing out the bottom lane. I think he just leaves a couple of mantas here, and that should do the trick. Mind control is 25 though, so these plague wards are being super annoying. Actually, just spamming these out down here to delay the wave.
What a hero.
But VP have to get something done here. There's Aegis as well up for grabs. They can just go and take that as well if they want. That will either force buybacks from Liquid or just get them a free Aegis cheese. There's plenty of choices to make. It's not an easy position to be in. They can kind of choose whatever they want, and that's why we want to make sure you really make the right choice now. They're feeling the pressure, and they will take the rush. MKB also.
That's what you're waiting.
Finally no one gets the MKB. Now, what's up next?
I mean, this is big as well.
Lincoln's Weaver.
That's massive. We've seen so many times in
So many abyssals.
Yeah.
Yep. And he will be given the Aegis for sure.
And I'll tell you what's pretty crucial as well, of course, with the build-up from PA. He did sell his diffuser, so he himself doesn't have a way to break them. Well, the
That is true. Well, he has spells.
Oh, he has spells. That's true.
But it's tricky, right? Because you don't want to. If you Phantom Strike the Lincolns, you can't get in. If you Dagger, that has travel time, and those are his only two options.
That's true, and he might not even get the chance to dagger because the BKBs did.
It's funny because you look at PA and it has like a really low cooldown way of breaking. You're gonna get stunned, right? But it's actually really annoying. You'd be surprised how annoying it is to play against. Like the travel time of the dagger onto this Weaver, if he gets Shukuchi off, it takes like 2 full seconds for the dagger to reach, and then your play potential is gone.
I mean, he's been being level 25 on Weaver as well. That dagger, it may never land. You know, he can outrun the dagger if he keeps moving.
Yeah. Yeah.
See what happens. 43-32. I think one of the longer games we've had so far at the ESL Hamburg Major, and
It's been the longest, I think, right?
yeah, I think so.
It's a great game, though.
Oh, it really is. I mean, still a game that absolutely can go either way. Will it fall? And the bigger question is, when will Solo?
He lost net worth in the last 15 minutes.
He needs that Axis. He needs it before he goes into the negative, into the red.
It's so hard. You're just watching this. Like, look, it's a 7k gold lead for Liquid, right? But their supports each have like 13,000, 14,000 net worth higher than Solo. So you look at how the gold is distributed. It's literally.
How's he doing? Maybe his levels are doing great. He was level 13 about 10 minutes. How's he doing?
No,
oh,
14.
level 4. Oh, no. Yeah,
Scanning.
let's not look at that. Poor bear. I mean, he's doing his job. As you said, this is not Solo playing bad. This is Solo playing great.
What if Alchemist could craft tomes of knowledge for his team for a gold cost?
That sounds really up.
Depends what it costs.
I mean, we're just building experience.
Francis is running in. He has the. If they're not prepared for this Lincolns, that could catch them really much off guard.
I mean, they must have looked. They've seen it now, 100%. These guys, they're TI winners. They check that kind of stuff. What's up? Miracle on
Is that a
the-
news attack?
That is his most recent pickup.
Yep.
First behind the Australia bots.
Dagger. Didn't even
A
go.
golden thread.
I didn't. It's not. Quite the time.
So my thought here is, how do VP use this Aegis? Like, do they just let it run out and try to farm and feel like they can actually win the game? You have to keep in mind, this Legion can scale as well. Oh,
Be careful here. The stun's going to come through because they're taking out the time. The back to the sprints they can. Down once. No one's trying to help him out here. BKB comes out from the Tumor Man, looks towards Solo. Solo can't get any spell off. Ramses gets cut down as well. He's down for nearly 2 minutes. Does have buyback. No one could be in trouble as well. Pops the BKB, but the physical damage from the Tumor Man seems to be too much. Miracle turns towards Lil. Lil trying to run it off. Mind Control comes in as well with the ultimate poison over. It's enough damage to bring down no one. No one's gone. Lil just makes it out with the TP. The crit from Miracle. Nearly enough to bring him down. Ash is just on the run. But Liquid, they're hot on the case. GH with the boulder smash. Mind Control and Matuma ready to chase him down. Pasha is almost certainly going to go down as well as Kuro lands the Bloodthorn, takes him out. Triple kill for Matuma Man. And that is Pasha down for 100 seconds. He is a man that does
Radiant's
not
middle
have the ability
tower
to
is under
afford
attack.
buyback. Still on cooldown, in fact, as well for 2 minutes. No one can buy back. Ramses has already... No, he's already paid to get back into the game.
When you're this late into the game, it's so much about moment of opportunity, and Liquid just sees a small opening there, they go right away. They see the Weaver, they just jump him. They didn't even commit that much. I think they only used the Abyssal Blade for the first kill. So Miracle still had his BKB on the second life. They had Winter's Curse ready.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's
Put some pressure on that
structures
bot. He's gonna need to head home.
Shambles.
Yeah, mid lane racks aren't looking too great at the moment for VirtusPro. Root up onto Miracle. Linkens is there to block the concoction. Matumbago training onto Nobody. He's got to be careful. He's just pulled back. Oh, he gets aggressively forced in. Liquid, they surround him. No one's gone. Down for 2 minutes. Ramses trying to fight up as well, but GG well playing his call with no one out of the game for 2 minutes. It's game over for VirtusPro. We will be going to a game 3 as Liquid take game 2.